Our story of the week is Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andreae and Guy Parker Rees. Let's begin! Vocabulary with Larry. Let us learn some new words from the story before we begin. Are you ready? Get yourselves ready. Repeat after me so you learn your words. Crooked. Say the word crooked. Crooked is an adjective or a describing word. It means bent or twisted out of shape. It's the same as distorted or deformed. Can you see the bone in the broom? It's crooked. Munching. Can you say munching? Munching is a verb or an action word. It means to eat something with audible action of the jaw. It can also be called chew or chomp. Munching. Buckled. Can you say buckled? Buckled is a verb or an action word. It means to bend and give way under pressure. Buckled. Prance. Can you say the word prance? Prance is a verb or an action word. It means to move with exaggeration or move with high springy steps. It's also the same as dance, jig, hop, or skip. Prance. Clumsy. Can you say the word clumsy? Clumsy is an adjective or a describing word. It means moving in awkward ways like falling or bumping into things. It's also called uncoordinated. Clumsy. Clot. Can you say the word clot? Clot is an informal word meaning a foolish or clumsy person. It's the same word as fool. Clot. Crept. Can you say the word crept? Crept is the past tense of creep, to move slowly and carefully to avoid being heard or noticed. It's the same word as sneak. Crept. Clearing. Can you say the word clearing? Clearing is a noun. It is an open space that allows you to see the sky. It can also be called a space or gap. Clearing. Hooves. Can you say the word hooves? Hooves is a noun, a plural form of hoof, the hard part on the bottom of the feet of animals such as horses, sheep, deer, and giraffe. Hooves. Entranced. Can you say the word entranced? Entranced is a verb or an action word. It's holding their entire attention because they are delighted. It can also be called captivated, enchanted, or mesmerized. Entranced. Miracle. Can you say the word miracle? Miracle is a noun, a surprising or extraordinary event or an amazing achievement. It can also be called marvelous. Those are the words that you will encounter as you listen to the story of Giraffes Can't Dance. Don't forget to listen carefully and comprehend the story well. And always remember the scoop of the story. Setting, characters, oh no, the problem, order of events, and the problem solved or solution. Now, let's begin the story.
Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim. But his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad. Because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald! The animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool! Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor, and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes, when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I am dancing? Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream!" Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen! How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love.